Sagittarius, the most powerful week of the year has begun. A rare activation is opening in November. Sagittarius, do you feel it? That sudden surge in your chest that began as a whisper but now feels like a drumbeat beneath your ribs. Steady, insistent, electric. It's not anxiety. It's your higher self waking up. The most powerful week of your year has arrived, and something rare, something divinely timed, is beginning to unfold. For too long you've been walking with the weight of unrealized brilliance, knowing the vastness of your potential but feeling unseen, misplaced, or restrained by circumstance. You've played smaller than your soul intended, dimming your fire so others could stay comfortable in their shadows. You've been a traveler with wings folded, pretending you belong on the ground. But this November that illusion ends. The universe has begun orchestrating a series of alignments designed to return you to your full voltage. Over the next 7 days you'll feel an energy unlike anything you've experienced this year. Opportunities unfolding, synchronicities multiplying, and the unmistakable call to step forward. This isn't coincidence, it's culmination. Every limitation, every delay, every quiet frustration was preparation for this moment of emergence. This week, Sagittarius, the veil lifts. The world is ready for your authentic radiance, and you're ready to remember the power that was never lost, only waiting for permission to rise again. Gate 1: The awakening of dormant power. Sagittarius, when the universe decides it's time for you to rise, it begins not with thunder but with a pulse. A subtle vibration that you feel long before you understand it. That pulse began this week. You might notice it as a restlessness that doesn't quite fit into words, a deep internal stirring that whispers, something is about to change. And you'd be right. The most powerful week of your year has begun. A week where the veil between who you've been and who you're becoming grows thinner by the hour. For years you've lived as if you were both awake and asleep, conscious of your vast potential, yet confined by invisible walls. You felt the tension of knowing there's more to you, more you could give, more you could create, but somehow the world seemed to keep you a step behind your own brilliance. Every Sagittarian knows this duality, the fire that burns for expansion and the frustration of being misunderstood, underestimated, or delayed. But this week, those old restraints lose their power. The cosmic pattern that opens now happens only once a year. A precise alignment between truth, purpose, and divine timing. It's not about luck or destiny. It's about readiness. You've been tested in silence, refined in frustration, and tempered in waiting. Every closed door that hurt you was not rejection but compression. The universe squeezing you into clarity. Every no carved away distraction. Every disappointment cleared the space for this exact alignment to occur. In the coming days, expect an activation of your dormant self. That bold, inspired, fearless version of you that once dreamed without fear of ridicule. Watch as synchronicities start weaving through your daily life. The unexpected message, the sudden opportunity, the intuitive nudge that says, now. None of this will be random. Each event is a deliberate spark meant to awaken what has been sleeping within. For Sagittarians born between November 22nd and December 1st, this awakening will be physical and external. Doors opening, projects reigniting, and long-delayed recognition finally arriving. You'll feel the tangible momentum of destiny pushing you forward. For those born between December 2nd and December 11th, the activation will happen through people, mentors, allies, or soul connections who appear seemingly by chance but are catalysts meant to remind you of your power. And for those born between December 12th and December 21st, this week will be profoundly spiritual. You may feel your intuition sharpen to the point of déjà vu. Your dreams intensify. Your body react to energy in new ways. You are tuning to higher frequencies now, and that comes with both wonder and responsibility. Let's speak truth, Sagittarius. You've spent too long apologizing for your fire. You've lowered your volume so others wouldn't feel small. You've played humble when your soul was begging for honesty. The honesty that says, I was born to expand. This week is about reclaiming that truth. Not arrogance, not ego, but remembrance. You are not ordinary. You never were. And pretending otherwise has only drained your vitality. This activation will ask for bold action. Not impulsive leaps, but conscious courage. You'll be presented with opportunities that once scared you. Situations that mirror old fears may resurface, but this time you'll notice something different. The fear no longer rules you. You've outgrown it. You'll sense an internal shift, a voice saying, "I can handle this now." That's how you'll know your energy has changed. Pay attention to your body. You might feel bursts of heat, restlessness, or the need to move, to create, to speak. This is energy trying to flow after being contained for too long. Don't resist it. Channel it. Write, paint, plan, move, whatever your outlet is, give it form. Because unexpressed power becomes anxiety, but expressed power becomes destiny. And yes, others will notice. You'll see it in their eyes: curiosity, surprise, even discomfort. The frequency you're stepping into this week will make old patterns fall away. Relationships that relied on your smallness will feel strained. Spaces that once fit will suddenly feel too tight. That's not loss, that's calibration. The universe is editing your environment to match your new vibration. You may feel a surge of confidence followed by brief moments of self-doubt. That's natural when power returns after dormancy. Like muscles waking after a long sleep, your spirit will ache slightly as it stretches back into its true form. Let it. Breathe through it. You're not breaking. You're expanding. For years, you've lived with an unspoken ache. The ache of knowing your potential but not living it fully. The ache of dimming your light for peace, of waiting for permission to rise. That ache ends here. The permission was never outside you. It was always waiting within. And this week, the universe will orchestrate moments so precise, so undeniable, that you'll no longer question whether you're ready. You'll simply know. By the middle of this week, you may already notice synchronicities aligning faster. People who once ignored you will suddenly listen. An idea you shelved months ago will resurface with new clarity. A challenge you thought was a setback will reveal itself as the final test of your readiness. Each of these moments is part of a divine choreography designed to remind you that power, once reclaimed, doesn't need validation. It only needs direction. So, Sagittarius, here is your spiritual task for this first gate. Stop shrinking your fire to fit old frameworks. This week, every time you feel the impulse to hold back, to stay silent, to play small, choose differently. Speak truth even if your voice trembles. Share your idea even if others don't yet see it. Express yourself as if the world were already watching, because it soon will be. The most powerful week of your year isn't a metaphor. It's a portal. Step through it consciously. Don't fear the heat. It's your own light returning to its rightful intensity. And once you cross, there is no going back to the half version of yourself. This is your reawakening, the one your soul has been waiting for. Gate 2, the pressure that forged your fire. Sagittarius, before the rise comes the refining. The universe doesn't grant expansion without first testing the structure that will hold it. And this week, you'll begin to understand why everything that once felt like delay or disappointment was actually sacred architecture. You've been under cosmic construction for years, even when it looked like destruction. Every heartbreak, rejection, and false start wasn't the universe ignoring you. It was the universe strengthening your foundation so your power wouldn't crumble under its own weight. You were never unworthy, you were simply being calibrated. Your soul has always known that to carry the kind of light you were born with, you needed endurance. You needed depth. You needed compassion that only comes from surviving the storms you didn't see coming. Think back on the moments you thought were endings, the job that vanished, the person who walked away, the dream that seemed to collapse. Each one of them burned away illusions you didn't realize were still holding you hostage. They stripped you of comfort so you could rediscover clarity. This is the paradox of Sagittarius energy. You are both the seeker and the flame. You crave adventure, expansion, and meaning, yet life often teaches you through fire, by removing what's false until only truth remains. Every time you lost something that felt irreplaceable, your soul whispered, "Now look again. What remains?" And what remained was you, unshakable, wiser, and infinitely more authentic than before. This week, those hidden rewards begin to surface. You'll start recognizing patterns that once kept you looping in self-doubt. You'll see how often you equated struggle with failure when, in truth, it was initiation. That period where you felt invisible, it taught you discernment, how to see who truly values you versus who benefits from your light. That job or project that fell apart, it redirected you toward work that actually reflects your vision instead of shrinking it. That heartbreak that felt like it shattered your faith in love, it purified your understanding of intimacy, showing you that true connection begins with self-respect. For Sagittarius born between November 22nd and December 1st, This week may bring visible rewards for silent persistence, recognition in your work, breakthroughs in projects that once stalled, or sudden opportunities that seem to appear out of nowhere. But remember, out of nowhere means out of alignment. These are not coincidences. They are delayed deliveries of blessings you already earned. For those born between December 2nd and December 11th, the energy focuses on relationships. You may see who truly matches your current frequency, those who challenge you to grow, not those who keep you safe but stagnant. Expect 1 or 2 interactions this week that reveal truth with startling clarity. You'll no longer have to chase validation. Your intuition will tell you exactly who resonates and who doesn't. And for Sagittarius born between December 12th and December 21st, this week brings a profound internal realization. You may feel waves of emotion that seem disproportionate to the moment. Tears, laughter, nostalgia. That's not instability. That's release. The energy clearing through you now is old stagnation leaving the system. The emotional residue of years spent holding yourself back to make others comfortable. Let's speak honestly. Sagittarius, you've often been misunderstood because your light exposes complacency. You carry a vision that demands movement, truth, and expansion. And when you walk into rooms where people are still choosing comfort over growth, your presence alone becomes a mirror. That's why you felt resistance, jealousy, even quiet sabotage. Not because you're too much, but because your too much reveals where others have settled for too little. The universe watched you endure these dynamics without losing your warmth. And that's why it trusts you now. Power without humility destroys, but power born through heartbreak transforms. And that's the kind you carry. So as this rare alignment unfolds, you'll be asked to remember one thing. Pressure was never punishment, it was preparation. Think of gold. It doesn't apologize for its shine. It doesn't shrink to make silver feel better. It simply exists as it was designed to, radiant, resilient, and rare. You Sagittarius are entering that same vibrational state. This week, the energy will test your readiness through small yet potent moments. You might be asked to speak truth in a space where silence once kept the peace. You might have to take a leap toward an opportunity that feels both exhilarating and terrifying. You might face an old fear disguised as a new choice. When that happens, don't freeze. Remember, you've been forged for this exact heat. You don't need to ask, "Am I ready?" Because readiness isn't a feeling. It's a decision. And when you make that decision, when you say yes to yourself, even trembling, you'll feel the air around you shift. You'll sense alignment clicking into place, like a lock turning with the right key after years of trying. The opportunities appearing now aren't tests to prove your worth. They're confirmations that your frequency has changed. Still, the universe will require something in exchange. The willingness to stop clinging to the past version of you who survived by staying small. You cannot carry old self-doubt into this next expansion. When hesitation whispers, "What if I fail?" Answer, "Then I'll learn faster." When fear says, "What if I lose everything?" Answer, "Then I'll discover what's real." Every Sagittarian has a sacred contract to remind humanity that life is meant to be lived in truth, not fear. This week, that mission takes on new form. You're not being asked to chase another adventure outside yourself. You're being asked to become the adventure, to embody the freedom you've always sought in the outer world. By the end of this week, something within you will shift so profoundly that you'll look back and realize, all those years of pressure were never holding you back. They were sculpting you into someone unbreakable. You are no longer the seeker begging for purpose. You are the purpose-finding form. So Sagittarius, here is your decree for this gate. I release the belief that pressure means punishment. I accept that it was my initiation. I am ready to live as the light I once hid. Say it aloud, write it, feel it in your bones. Because this is the moment you stop carrying your past as a wound and begin wearing it as a crown. Gate 3, the reclaiming of your divine authority. Sagittarius, the energy of this week isn't gentle. It's royal. It doesn't ask permission to enter. It declares itself through you. The universe is reminding you that the authority you've been waiting for has always belonged to you. For years, you've mistaken humility for hesitation, confusing self-restraint with grace. You've silenced your insight in rooms full of noise, hoping to be understood through quiet presence alone. But now, the universe isn't asking for silence. It's commanding expression. This gate is about reclaiming your spiritual throne. Not one built from dominance but from sovereignty. There's a difference. Dominance is fueled by fear. Sovereignty is born from truth. You've learned enough about fear. You've seen how it hides behind false modesty, how it convinces you to delay your brilliance until the right time. But this week, the right time reveals itself as now. The most powerful week of your year isn't about waiting for cosmic permission. It's about acting as if you already are what destiny designed you to be. You've carried this quiet nobility since childhood, an instinctive knowing that you were meant to influence, to inspire, to awaken. And yet, you've spent much of your life underestimating your impact. You assumed your voice was one among many when, in truth, it was the frequency meant to realign the entire chorus. That's why people are drawn to you even when they can't explain it. They feel your truth vibrating underneath your words. This week, that vibration amplifies. For Sagittarius born between November 22nd and December 1st, this gate manifests through leadership. You'll be placed in situations that require decisive action, perhaps an opportunity to guide others, to take initiative, or to step into a visible role you previously avoided. It may feel like you're unprepared, but that's an illusion born from old conditioning. The universe doesn't assign roles to the unready. It assigns them to the unaware. For those born between December 2nd and December 11th, the reclaiming will happen through communication. Expect moments where you'll be asked to speak your truth in spaces that once intimidated you. Your words will carry unusual power now, clarity that cuts through confusion. Use it wisely. This energy isn't about proving yourself. It's about revealing yourself. When you speak from authenticity, you'll notice how effortlessly others align around your presence. And for those born between December 12th and December 21st, this week ignites your higher calling. You may experience a surge of downloads, ideas, creative impulses, or visions that come faster than logic can process. These aren't random bursts of inspiration. They're divine instructions. Write them down. Act on them. They're keys meant to unlock your next chapter of expansion. Sagittarius, there's something you need to understand about your relationship with power. You were never meant to chase it externally. When you do, it eludes you. But when you remember it was yours all along, it bends reality around you. The universe has been waiting for you to stop asking for permission to rise. Permission is a language for those who doubt their worth. Your language is alignment. And alignment doesn't ask, it declares. This week, circumstances will test this understanding. You may face a moment when your old patterns resurface, someone questioning your direction, an environment subtly pressuring you to downplay your confidence, a conversation that triggers your fear of being too much. In those moments, pause and breathe. You're not being tested to prove your strength. You're being invited to embody it. Remember, humility isn't about shrinking. It's about radiating with grace. Every Sagittarian soul carries a divine paradox. Your fire expands outward, yet your wisdom draws inward. This gate harmonizes the two. You're learning to lead not from ego but from essence. True leadership isn't loud. It's luminous. It doesn't impose, it inspires. And when your energy aligns with that truth, life stops resisting you. Doors open not because you force them, but because they recognize your vibration as the key. But let's speak honestly. Reclaiming your authority will also mean releasing those who benefited from your self-doubt. There are people, environments, and even inner narratives that only thrive when you stay uncertain. As your confidence solidifies, their comfort may crumble. Don't mourn that. You're not abandoning anyone. You're inviting them to rise with you. If they can't, bless them and move forward. Your expansion is your service. Every time you choose authenticity over appeasement, you give others permission to do the same. By midweek, expect subtle confirmations from the universe. Small yet undeniable validations that you're in alignment. Perhaps an email you weren't expecting, an opportunity returning, or a stranger's words echoing something you prayed about silently. These are not coincidences. They are cosmic winks reminding you that when you reclaim your inner authority, the outer world rearranges to match it. And yet, remember this. True power doesn't isolate, it illuminates. As you rise, do so with empathy. You've walked through your own shadow to understand others. You've known what it feels like to doubt your voice, and that memory will keep your leadership grounded. Be the kind of light that doesn't blind but reveals. The kind of wisdom that doesn't preach but awakens. Sagittarius, write this decree somewhere you can see it daily during this week. I no longer ask for permission to be powerful. My truth is my throne, and my authenticity is my crown. Repeat it whenever you feel yourself slipping back into hesitation. Say it before meetings, before conversations, before decisions that scare you. Because this is the week the universe will mirror your words with manifestation. The rare thing that's happening isn't outside you. It's within. It's not a storm that arrives. It's a sunrise that reveals. You'll realize you were never waiting for your moment. The moment was waiting for you to remember who you are. And as that realization settles in, something miraculous begins to unfold. Your outer reality starts to reflect your inner knowing. People respond differently. Opportunities magnetize toward you. Resistance fades. You stop pushing and start allowing. That's what divine authority feels like, not control but communion. You're not here to dominate. You're here to demonstrate. So when life hands you the crown this week, don't hesitate. Place it gently upon your head, not as a symbol of superiority, but as a reminder of sacred responsibility. The world needs what you carry, Sagittarius. Your voice, your courage, your wisdom, your warmth. Step forward and let the universe see that you've finally remembered your role. This is the week your throne within becomes undeniable. Not because you claimed it, but because you finally stopped denying it was yours all along. Gate 4, the illumination of purpose. Sagittarius, there comes a point in every awakening when the question shifts from, what should I do? To why am I here? And that's the vibration this final gate brings, illumination, not of tasks or titles but of purpose. This is the week your calling stops being an idea and starts becoming an experience. For years, your soul has whispered through synchronicities, dreams, and restless longings. You've caught glimpses of what you were meant to build, teach, write, or lead, but the picture always seemed incomplete, like a constellation whose stars you could see but not yet connect. This week, those stars form a pattern. Your path begins to reveal itself with startling clarity, and you'll realize the truth. Your purpose was never something to find. It was something to remember. Sagittarius, your purpose has always lived in your energy. The way you make others feel braver. The way your presence reminds people of their own horizons. You've been teaching freedom long before you knew that was your gift. Every conversation where you inspired someone to believe again, every time you lit up a room with your laughter after pain, every time you refused to let life make you cynical, that was your purpose in motion. You were practicing it even in the dark. But now the universe wants to take that scattered brilliance and give it direction. This week you'll feel a magnetic pull toward something that both excites and scares you. A project, an idea, a decision, an invitation that seems too aligned to be coincidence. Pay attention to it. That impulse is your compass, and it's leading you toward your next chapter of expansion. For Sagittarius born between November 22nd and December 1st, this illumination will come through tangible signs, offers, breakthroughs, or collaborations that mirror your true potential. These are not random blessings. They are acknowledgments from the universe saying, "We see you now." For those born between December 2nd and December 11th, this revelation will be emotional. You may experience a release so deep it feels like exhaling after years of holding your breath. It will come with forgiveness of yourself, of others, of time. That forgiveness will dissolve the last barrier between you and your purpose. And for those born between December 12th and December 21st, the illumination will be spiritual. You might receive intuitive downloads, heightened synchronicities, or even symbolic dreams that bring answers you didn't know you were asking for. Write them down. They are not imagination, they are divine instruction. But purpose isn't just recognition. It's responsibility. The universe isn't giving you this light so you can admire it. It's asking you to use it. There will be moments this week when you'll feel your old fears resurface. Fear of judgment, fear of failure, fear of standing out too much. That's natural. Every Sagittarius has walked between confidence and doubt, between fire and restraint. Yet now you know something you didn't before. The fear doesn't disappear. It just becomes smaller than your purpose. And here's the paradox of illumination. It doesn't only reveal what you are. It also exposes what no longer belongs. As your vibration rises, certain relationships, commitments, or identities will feel misaligned. You'll notice where you've been giving too much energy to things that drain you. You'll recognize conversations that once excited you, but now leave you empty. This isn't loss. It's refinement. You're being upgraded from what's familiar to what's destined. When this happens, resist the urge to mourn what's leaving. Instead, bless it. It served you once, but it cannot accompany you into this new frequency. You can't carry yesterday's limits into tomorrow's expansion. And you, Sagittarius, are entering a season that demands nothing less than your full authenticity. This week, people will sense your shift even if they can't explain it. They'll comment that your energy feels different, your presence stronger. That's because your inner alignment is radiating through every word, gesture, and choice. You'll feel an effortless magnetism. Opportunities gravitating toward you, ideas clicking into place, coincidences multiplying. That's not magic, that's mastery. You've finally stopped resisting your natural rhythm, and now reality is syncing with your frequency. Let's be clear. Illumination isn't about becoming invincible. It's about becoming transparent, letting the light of truth move through you so purely that even your fears become holy. You no longer need to pretend to be confident all the time. You no longer need to prove your worth by constant productivity. You no longer need to explain your vision to those who refuse to see it. Real power doesn't argue, it radiates. This is the gate where you stop trying to be understood and start choosing to be undeniable. The universe isn't asking you to shout louder. It's asking you to live louder, to embody your beliefs so fully that your life becomes the proof. When you do, you'll notice the world responds in kind. People will mirror your conviction. Opportunities will mirror your readiness. Even time itself will feel more cooperative, as if it's finally working with you instead of against you. Sagittarius, your energy is magnetic right now. Not because you're chasing manifestation, but because you've become alignment itself. And this is what makes this week so rare. You're standing in the intersection between destiny and decision. Whatever you choose to plant during this window will grow with extraordinary speed. So choose with clarity. Speak your intentions aloud. Don't water seeds of fear, water those of faith. Before this gate closes, take a quiet moment for ritual. Light a candle or stand under the open sky. Feel the air against your skin, the same air that's moved through every version of you. Whisper this to yourself. I release the limits I created to survive. I am ready to live as the truth I came here to embody. I no longer hide my light. I am the expansion I once chased. Say it slowly. Let it echo, because that's the vibration that will open the next decade of your life. By the end of this powerful week, you will not just believe in your purpose. You will become it. You will see how every delay was divine choreography, how every heartbreak polished you into a vessel of wisdom, how every almost prepared you for this exact now. And when you wake up next Monday, Sagittarius, you'll notice something subtle yet profound. The world will feel lighter not because it changed, but because you did. You'll look in the mirror and see someone you've been waiting to meet for years. Not the version molded by expectation, but the one designed by destiny. The most powerful week of your year has arrived. And it's not here to give you power. It's here to remind you that you are power. Walk through it with courage, speak through it with truth, and live through it with love. Because this week, Sagittarius, you don't just rise, you ignite. The week the fire becomes you. Sagittarius, take a deep breath. The sky itself seems to be holding its breath with you. The most powerful week of your year is not just unfolding outside. It's blooming within. What you've felt over these days wasn't coincidence or chaos. It was the rhythm of destiny aligning with your heartbeat. You are not standing in the middle of a storm. You are the storm's eye, calm, luminous, inevitable. You've spent years preparing for this kind of clarity. Every time life broke you open, it was giving your soul more room to breathe. Every period of stillness you mistook for delay was a sacred calibration of timing. And now, as November deepens, the universe confirms what your spirit already knows. You were never lost, never late, never forgotten. You were being shaped. You were becoming the vessel capable of carrying the light that now moves through you. This week, don't look for signs, they'll find you. Don't chase meaning, embody it. When synchronicities appear, whisper gratitude instead of surprise. When opportunity knocks, answer without hesitation. When fear rises, smile and say, "You're welcome to watch, but I'm moving forward anyway." Because this is your era of embodiment, not preparation. The power that once felt distant is no longer approaching. It's inhabiting you. And as you step into the next chapter, remember, the universe doesn't crown the loudest, it crowns the truest. Live boldly but softly. Speak your truth without trying to convince. Shine without comparison. Lead without needing to be followed. The fire you carry isn't meant to burn. It's meant to light the way. So breathe in the truth, Sagittarius. You are the rare event that was always meant to happen. And if this message found your soul at the right time, let your heart answer by liking, sharing, and subscribing to Zodiac Wisdom with Sophia, a sanctuary where astrology meets awakening, where every sign is guided to remember its divine design. Stay connected because what begins this week is only the dawn of your greater becoming.